Hello, my audio friends. Here is some of the game engine that I was talking about today with some of you. I'm going to hit play here. I'm going to turn the intensity down real quickly. Okay, swap to battle here. So on the right side is the sort of the editor where there are types of tracks. I have really only implemented, everything's implemented, but as far as layering, the battle theme is kind of what's there for testing purposes. So what we have here are 4 different layers, which you simply drag assets over. On the left, you see the in-game is playing right now. This is just controlling some of the settings. So intensity. As I bring it up, it brings more layers in. And how I have it set up now so that if I go down to almost 0 intensity, this first clip you see starts in at 0, full volume at 34. If I compress this down to, let's say, phase in, full volume, all at 1, that makes it so that it's always playing. Intensity can be used as a volume control. And then you see down here the second layer comes in at intensity 19%, fully in at 39. So this progressively comes in. You can see down here the second layer is coming in. As I get louder, the third layer and fourth layer you see are coming in. You can also make them fade out at times. I don't know that I'm going to show that here, but the application here is if you have a soft music going, ambient music, and then if waves come in, you start getting hit, you increase intensity. This might not be the most applicable track, but to demonstrate, as you get into bigger fights, you bring in percussion. You can see the layer outputs playing. Cutting in and out. Now, if I wanted to say, let's bring these in and out at different times. So here we're going to phase out the first 2 layers. So what'll happen is you'll hear only the third or fourth towards the higher intensities. That's layer 3. But you can hear it transition. Okay, so other than that, I've thought about being able to manage categories, but part of me wants to really have it kind of out of the box, not too customizable. So you see in summary, it'll tell you how many total tracks are in each type. Thinking from a developer standpoint, you really only want maybe you don't care. You just want a title theme, an ambient exploration theme, a battle theme. You can have multiple groups. So what you see here is this is titled Nexus Prime as the battle. You can add a separate battle track with multiple layers. So you can have as many tracks as you want. Victory, you add a track and you can give it names. Layers if you want. You don't have to have them. Maybe you want different title themes playing. So all of that is you can add multiple tracks, multiple layers per track, and customize when they come in and come out. Playlists. So playlist is if you want to specify like a world type, if you're a theme, let's say. Maybe you have certain tracks that fit a certain theme, maybe mechanical for a robotic area, something more natural, nature sounding in a different area. So you can name the playlist and you can basically designate per scene which one you want to specify. You can change that intra-scene, but if you go scene to scene, and that's a big key here is in the, if I hit pause here, all you do is add this, let me close out. All you do is add this music manager system to anything you want to customize per scene. You just add it to the scene. When you move from scene to scene, if it's not present, it will continue to the next scene. It'll persist. But if you, let's say from scene to scene, you're changing level types, then this music manager setup will simply say, I'm going to keep on continuing until you tell me otherwise. So if you're in scene 1, you move to scene 2 and there's nothing specified, it'll kind of just keep doing what it's already programmed to do. If you move to scene 3 and there's a new object, it will simply pull in the new data, the new preferences. For instance, in this scene, we want the startup music is the title scene. I want to randomize tracks. I can say I want to randomize everything under the sun, or only certain, I only want to randomize the battle. There's a couple other settings in here, but yeah, it's not perfect, it's not done, but for folks who are asking about the music manager implementation, there it is. Thanks.